Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenarios in the LWC. So in the last video, we discussed about to the how we are going to display the column as a clickable, and once we click on to this, we have to read the current row. So we have to read the current row details. How we are implement that is we have to see in the last video. Now in this video we have to discuss about to the once we click on to this one, we have to open by the one pop-up window. So how we are going to open to the pop-up window once we click on to the on order number. So sales order number, once we click on to this, we have to open by the pop-up window. So here come to the component library. So here we have the model pop-up code. So this is our model pop-up code. So we have to implement this. So come to the here. I'm taking the model pop-up purpose, separate one lightning web component, customer, sales order, details, pop-up. Okay, this is the my LWC component name. Okay, now come to the here. This is the our code. So copy to this, come to the in the HTML. I think not for this. So this is the pop-up. Okay. So in this pop-up, we have to save this. And now come to the here. JS code is this one. We have to copy it by the JS code. So JS code I'm pasting to this. Instead of the model, this is the our component name now. We can give it by our component name. Rest of thing we can remove. So this is the standard pop-up model. Okay. Now how we are going to call the this pop-up to the in our component. So in the previous component, the view details, right? In this component, how we are going to call it. So how we are going to call it means once come to the we have the created by the pop-up window for the component for the pop-up window purpose we have taken by the one separate component. Now here in this component we have to import that is so here come to the view component. So this is the view detail component import. Give it by the any naming. Okay. So sales line items are sales line items pop up. So now here from we have to import this from. So C slash what is the our pop-up component name? This is right. This is our pop-up component name. So we can give it to this. C is this small. We can give it. Okay. So here import save. So before deploying to this, first we have to deploy it by the pop-up code. We have to deploy it by the pop-up code. This is the pop-up code we have deployed. Then we have to this is the we are implemented and how we are going to open and when we want to open. When we click on to the handle row, right? When we click on to this one, we need to open by the pop-up. We need to open by the pop-up. So that's why here this is the handle row action, right? So come to the here in the handle row action. What is given by the name here we have? This is right. This is the name dot open. This is the standard syntax. That is the open. So if you want to pass it by the any values we can pass it. So pop-up size, if you want to give it by the large or small, that is the here size. So we can give it to the here small. Okay, save, and we have to deploy. So this is the standard syntax. We have to what is given by the here that name dot open. So it is automatically open by the pop-up window. So first what we have did, we are created by the separate lightning web component for the pop-up window. So this pop-up window component, we are calling to the which component you want. In that component, you are call it by the or importing to the that pop-up code, and we have to the in which time we have to execute, in which action we want to execute, and handle row action time, right? We have to execute. So in this time we are giving to the open to the pop-up window. So save. Now we have to deploy to this as well. So now come to the here, refresh the page. So here I'm giving to the phone number. Click on to the submit. Click on to the sales order. Now click on to this. See here my model heading and content. Now it is opened by the pop-up. Okay. So like this we have to implement it by the modal pop-up. And now here we have to display it by the dynamical to the heading. So you we are not understand, right, which sales order details we are going to display. This order number I want to display by the here dynamically. So how we are going to display that is. So come to the here in the pop-up code. So this is the pop-up code, right? Instead of the content, you have to take it by the header. Okay, so save. This header we are giving the API. Why? Because means we are always this properties we are calling into the in the another component. So this is the our component. We are open the pop-up now here. So here we can give it by the comma separated to header, right? We have defined the header is the property name in the pop-up. Now here we have to give it by the dynamically to the which sales order we are open. We are viewing, right? So view. So here what is the our order number row dot name. This is the name field, right? This is the name field. So that's why here view this one, and here sales order line items. Dynamically we are giving to the row number. Viewing the sales order line items. This is the here. Okay, sorry, we are don't give to this comma. Save. We have to deploy this, and we have to deploy the pop-up code also. We have to change it by the header, right? And this header we need to display by in the UI. So this header we have defined now. This would be the displayed by the UI. Instead of the my model, we have to change it to the dynamically header. Our property name. We are changing to the our property name here. Okay, now we are deploying the pop-up code as well. So come back to the here. We are going to refresh. So we are enter by the phone number. Click on to the submit. Click on to the sales orders. Click on to the any one of the sales order number. See here view. That is the sales order number, sales order line items. Okay, sales order line items. If you click on to this, view the sales order line items is the 8. Dynamically changing. If you click on to the 7, 7 will be the appear. If you click on to the 8, 8 will be the appear. Okay, so like this, we are dynamically passing to the header value. So here when you are going to pass the one component to the another component, we have to use it by the @API decorator. That is the we are using now here @API decorator to the here API decorator. Then we are passing to the in the parent component header here, right? So like this, we are going to pass it to the dynamically and we are open by the pop-up window. We are open by the pop-up window. So I hope to clear how we are implemented this model pop-up and how we are going to pass the data from the one component to the pop-up component. Okay. So in the next video, we discussed about how we are going to display the list of the sales order line items in the data table. Why? Because means each sales order contains the one or more sales order line items. So that's why here we have to display the data into the data table. So how we are going to implement that is we can see by the in the next section. Stay tuned. Thank you.